hundreds of billions of stars in our galaxy, and yet we know only one that shines on a life-filled planet. Is Earth unique, or are there other solar systems and planets like ours out there? The sheer number of planets out there is really quite dependent. From enormous gas giants to the land where the sun never sets, to a world that might be entirely covered in water. Kepler is even finding planets like our own, alien planets, revealed right now. Now scientists are finding the answer, thanks to the Kepler Space Telescope. Its primary mission is to find a planet that might have the right environment and the correct temperatures suitable for life as we know it. A planet like Earth. It began as with any new telescope, with what astronomers call first light. Kepler focused on a small patch of sky near the constellation of Cygnus the Swan, which covered 4.5 million stars in our galaxy. But Kepler wasn't looking for stars, it was looking for planets that orbit the stars. But the problem was, Kepler couldn't directly see the planets, which are much smaller and dimmer than stars. So, Kepler's looking for something called a transit, which occurs when a planet passes in front of the stars. As it does so, it dims the light by a fraction of the dimness Kepler is designed to detect. By June 2010, 15 months after launch, Kepler had found over 700 potential planets. But do any of these have life? To answer that, we have to go back to the basics and ask, are the elements needed for life as we know it commonplace? Life as we know it needs liquid water, and fortunately, water is made of two of the most abundant elements in the universe, hydrogen and oxygen. The lightest elements, hydrogen and helium, were made in the moment after the Big Bang. Other elements are made in stars, a product of nuclear fusion during the star's normal life cycle, or produced when some stars explode as supernovas, scattering these essential building blocks into space. What's harder to find is a planet that could have liquid water where the temperature is warm enough to melt ice, and yet below the point where water boils to steam. Our sun is like a fire. It provides light and warmth. What keeps the planet warm enough to support liquid water? If it's too far from the sun, the water will be ice. If it's too close, the water will evaporate. So we need to find a planet which is right in that zone, where the water can be liquid. Kepler also provides the timing of each transit, which is also the key to finding out how hot a planet might be. The more frequent the planet transits, the hotter it is. A planet that orbits once a week will be close to its star and very hot, while a planet that orbits every 10 years will be very far away and too cold. So scientists were looking for a planet orbiting a sun-like star roughly once a year, like our Earth. On May 12, 2009, just 3 days after the spacecraft collected the data, it saw the light from the star Kepler 22, dimmed ever so slightly. 10 months later, it dimmed again. If it happened once more in another 10 months, it would confirm Kepler was seeing a transit. Sure enough, on December 15, 2010, the star dimmed once more. Kepler had discovered its first planet in the habitable zone, Kepler 22b. Over 600 light-years away, about 2.4 times the radius of Earth. The next mystery is, what kind of planet is Kepler 22b? What is it made of? The key to a planet's composition is its size. When planets form, they start off solid, made of rock and ice. If they become big enough, they're able to hold a huge amount of gas, hydrogen and helium, the most abundant. These become the gas giants like Jupiter and Neptune. Smaller planets like Earth are primarily rocky and can only hold onto a thin atmosphere. Kepler 22b is in the middle, bigger than all the rocky planets in our solar system, but smaller than the gas giants. So far, what they can tell is that the planet is probably not purely solid. Kepler 22b could still be a gas world, a kind of mini Neptune. But there's another possibility that's even more intriguing. This planet might be unlike anything in our solar system. A water world, a rocky planet with a very dense and deep ocean. Kepler 22b could have all the ingredients for Earth-like life. energy is plentiful in sunlight from the nearby star, the necessary elements like hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen are commonplace throughout the galaxy. But for life to occur, these elements would have to form into an information-containing molecule with a very special property that can self-replicate, like DNA. But early life was limited to simple single-celled organisms. Microbes had the Earth to themselves for billions of years before complex life evolved. Life on other planets would be something much more similar to bacteria than to us. The probability that life exists elsewhere is pretty high. While scientists can speculate about life on Kepler 186F, for now, there's no way to confirm that there's water on its surface. Fortunately, it isn't the only potential life-supporting planet Kepler has found. KOI 701, 1,200 light-years away, with at least 4 planets orbiting it, and the 4th planet is in the right place, smack in the habitable zone, and the right size, only a little bigger than the Earth. That was exactly what Kepler had been searching for. The planet today confirmed this Kepler 62F. Kepler has shown us how commonplace planets outside are, suggesting our galaxy may have other places suitable for alien life. It continued to collect data until May 2013, when the guidance system failed, and it lost its steady lock on the stars it had watched so keenly. In the coming years, new planet hunters will take up the quest, exploring the age-old question, are we alone?